So the stage is set for the year's second slam as it gets underway on Sunday. Joining us to preview the French Open 2017 is former India Davis Cupper and coach of the Indian junior tennis team, Vishal Uppal. Vishal, thank you so much for your time. All roads lead to Roland Garros right now, and all signs point to Rafael Nadal creating history.
Thank you for having me, Yash. Yes, absolutely. Rafael Nadal's coming into this championship in red-hot form. He's the player to beat, really. And if he can, win this slam for the 10th time, what an amazing feat that will be. And he's definitely one of the greatest players that have ever played this game.
Vishal, if you look at the men's draw, yes, Rafael Nadal is in great form. But do you see any real competitors to his quest for this historic 10th title? If you look at the top two players in the world, Andy Murray and Novak Djokovic, they've had largely disappointing years, perhaps one of the worst both of them have endured in, say, the last 7-8 years.
Yes, I mean, it's not going to be an easy ride for Nadal, you can never discount champions like Djokovic and Andy Murray, but having said that, the younger brigade is the one that really is the one to watch out for. Guys like Dominic Thiem and, Zverev, they're coming in some red-hot form too, so it's definitely not going to be easy for Nadal to, win the championship. I'm pretty sure he's quite happy. His all-time nemesis Roger Federer is not playing the championship this year. It's unfortunate for all tennis fans that he's withdrawn, but other than that, I think this is going to be one exciting French Open. Lots of new faces to look out for. Nadal going for history. I think it's set up to be an absolute fun event.
A word also on the women's draw, Vishal. If you look at the women's circuit, Serena Williams, of course, is not part of it right now for close to a year from now. But apart from that, it's a circuit plagued by inconsistency. You have a world number one in Angelique Kerber, who's really struggled all through this year.
Yes, absolutely, Yash. I think all the the top players in the women's game right now are struggling one way or the other, and the women's draw has never been this wide open. And this year, it's it's anyone's call as to who will win the crown. There's not a single player who's coming into this event with incredible form behind them. Yes, there have been some players who won the lead-up tournaments to the French Open, but there's no clear-cut favorite going into this tournament, and that makes the women's draw that much more fascinating, because you don't know who's going to spring the surprise, and maybe someone will end up winning their first Grand Slam of their career.
And finally, Vishal, a word also as far as the doubles circuit is concerned. A couple of your Indian pros in Rohan Bopanna and Sania Mirza are flying the Indian flag. How do you expect them to go at Roland Garros?
Well, as always, I definitely wish all Indian players at the Roland Garros the very best of luck. Let's hope they can add more titles and bring more glory to India. It's not going to be an easy task, because the clay is definitely not a favorite surface for either Rohan, Sania, or even for Leander. Don't discount the old warhorse out just yet, and it's going to be interesting even on the mixed doubles side as to how the Indian players can perform and try and go into the deep end of this tournament and even win the tournament. So doubles is a game where the Indians have been excelling in the last few years, and we have all hopes that we'll get another Grand Slam title this time round too.
That will be the hope for all of us too, Vishal. On that note, Vishal Uppal, I'll thank you so much for sparing your time to discuss the French Open with us.